Is this thing on? Ding, ding, joking. Welcome back, angels, to Vibing with MeyJey. Damn, if you've been along for a minute, you remember that little tune right there. I am currently at home. Been sick for a couple of days. It's not cute. I don't like it. But that now will stop me from running my mouth same way. So here we are. Somebody asked me yesterday, I have this questionnaire. Like ask me anything, advice, rare, whatever you want to ask, you can ask. So somebody asked me about if or how rather how them fi deal with somebody obsessed with competition and if I compete with them. And honestly, I did have to breathe for a moment because I recognize the levels I have shifted my perspectives and gotten to a different conclusion than I would have years ago. My perspective on this now would be more like there is no competition. Like, unless you are competing in the Olympics or any of those, it's not a competition. Like, if someone is obsessed with you or competing with you, dressing like you or copying you or whatever, it's not a competition, babes, because if you recognize that you are in your own lane and you're not focusing on someone else, they're competing with themselves, but they're just being inspired by you. And there's nothing wrong with that. I've gotten the question like if a brand or someone stole my designs or whatever. First of all, illegal. But secondly, there's always going to be someone out there that's going to be inspired by you, that's going to try to thief something what you put out. And you can't really do nothing about it. I mean, if you want to take them to court and have the money for your lie, go and do it. Sue them blood clot. But I feel like these are two very different scenarios though. Anywho, with the brand thing, I feel like if you want a copy of my work, go get fakers. Go get the dummy. Go get the fake something because the only way you're gonna get my things, my designs, my arts, my clothes is if you're getting from me. Like unless you see on my page say me I collaborate with a brand or designer or whatever, and you see it from me. Say me putting say yes, this is a collaboration and me and them do it, me and them create it. Then it's not. If it's not that, the only way to get it is from me, which means even if then copy something that I do, it's not going to be real. It's not going to be real MeyJey. It's not going to be a MeyJey verse artifact type of design. And if you want that, that's cool. There's a reason we have dupes because some people want the dupes, and that's okay. Go get the dupe, but it's not going to be original. And it's kind of like that with someone competing and obsessing about you. What is it? You can try to copy the recipe, but from another you cook it and you sauce and you can't add a little one something in it, then it does not go taste the same. And that's just how I see it. Like view that as them trying to step into something that they could never recreate. Because you can dress like me, you can talk like me, you can go on like me, you can dye your hair, you can get the same tattoos, whatever, but it's still but it's still not going to be me, you know? And just like you can draw inspiration from everywhere and anyone. And I think that is amazing also. Like when you see something that inspires you and lights you up to try something new or experiment a little, then that's amazing. Now, obsession is a little dangerous. So you better pray to God about that one day. Cause people get obsessed with the weirdest things. And sometimes, honestly, what me I do, like put myself on socials and people get obsessed, And it's a little scary. But me trust in the most high, so I must go protect me same way. So that's why I go, you see me. I mean put myself out there. I mean just have to pray say, God I watch over me. Because they wouldn't put me as so if me never supposed to do this. That is it. But I think the only way to deal with that, because what are you gonna say to that person? Stop being obsessed with me. I mean you could. I remember this one time. This is I wonder if it's like 5 years ago now. Yeah. That would 5. I don't remember. I think of 5 years ago, I was doing a little shoot with my friend, and we were taking pics. And at that time, I was like, "Oh no, I don't want somebody to copy me or I don't want everything to look the same or to." So I remember she was like, "Oh, I also want to take pics right here," and I was like, "Ugh, can you like not take it exact same spot so it doesn't look like we just did it at the same spot because it just looks weird because like anyone who sees my pictures near pictures blah, blah. And I'm not saying that makes sense. I'm just saying like I can see my perspective shifting and I told her like ugh I don't want us to do the exact same thing because that's just weird to me. Okay. And then I had to reflect on the situation and I was like, so what you want to do in your life is inspire people. You want to inspire them feel like be bold and wear cool things and express themselves in a fashion and creative ways and create something rare. But you go feel a way if somebody want to do the same thing as you. Yeah, idiot. And I think these are the moments that you have to teach yourself, because when me I pre it that way now, I'm just like, yo, idiot, yeah, that go sit down. Go sit down. Because me now would never say that. And luckily she was just like, okay, whatever. But ultimately I did reflect upon it. And I think we talked about it. And I was like, yo, that was stupid. And she was like, I knew you would figure it out, basically. And if we don't take these moments to self assess, then we're never going to notice how we are looking at certain things now and how far we've gotten and how you progressed as a person, how your perspective can change and how you get comfortable in yourself. Because if somebody see me away right now or see somewhere we may take picture and say me want to do it exactly like MeyJey, I would have said that's so cute. Go on, go off, do it. Do it. I hope I can inspire you to wanting to do something creative and try a little thing. But I wasn't praying it the same way back then, you know? And I saw you grow and learn and you see things from a different perspective. I made it younger and my perspective was look off on certain things. But I don't want to things really, cause god damn. Me and myself 5 years ago could have never agree with a fight right now. And I keep saying this because I want to underline the very fact that you can change your mind and you can evolve and you can learn new things and you know what I mean? And if you tell me see you're the exact same person as you used to be 5 years ago, 10 years ago, and you never change your perspective upon nothing at all, but sorry for you. Anywho, so the way I answer the question of what do you do if someone is obsessed with you or competing with you, just remember say you not compete with nobody else. If them start compete with you enough in them mind, that a for them business. Go and make them compete with If you can motivate them to compete with themselves to reach one different place, that means you inspire somebody to reach a next place. That is not a bad thing. You know? If you and your existence and how you do things and how you move and your accomplishments light up somebody, if I say, why? I want to do that too because if him can do it, me can do it. If she can do it, I can do it, then that's a good thing. So they're not really competing with you. They just get inspired to move towards something. But see this girl post something on threads. What there? Sorry, I'm a little sick, so you're going to hear me. Oh my god. Somebody post on threads say, I know everybody's supposed to understand your calling because it was not a conference call. Me say, I have to repost it right away because that makes so much sense. So if your existence I inspire somebody else now to do a thing and try a thing, we not have to see it as competition. You can say, all right, me inspire you one way, and on their way for trying to compete with you, then probably go find something what align with them. So like one of my biggest inspiration when it comes to business and creativeness is Rihanna, right? So I cannot go and be Rihanna, but I can see things that she's doing that I want to do. And on my way there, I will discover things about myself. Like the way she do fashion show, exceptional. That is how I want one of my fashion shows to be. I want to make it like a artsy thing. So like do dance and arts and fashion and entertainment in a one. That is beautiful. Like that is so inspirational, you know? But I cannot be Rihanna. I'm not trying to be Rihanna. I'm inspired by Rihanna. So me not in no competition with her. Feel what? Just like me can't do exactly what she do. And she can't do exactly what me do. Because everybody come here so with their own set a gift and perspective and purpose. So we not really compete. Now, in certain things, obviously, competition mode can be a good thing. Like if you're in a sports or you're actually in a set competition, obviously, you have to have a competitive mindset because you want the trophy and you want to win something. But in a life, when you stay in your own lane, that is not a competition. That's just dangerous inspired, isn't it? So that's how I would say to deal with somebody being obsessed with competing with you. Just know say them a compete with himself. Just know say keep to yourself and keep do what you're supposed to do. And then we'll find it out by themselves. That is it. You know? I don't know. I wanna think. Drop on the thoughts below. But I have to go drink some tea. I love you know.